It was a very long period of depression and a bit suffocating. I was in a mess. Susan Boyle is a Scottish singer who became famous almost overnight in April 2009 when she appeared on Britain's Got Talent. She surprised everyone with her incredible singing voice when she performed the song I Dreamed a Dream from the musical Les Miserables. The audience and judges were amazed, and Susan quickly became a global sensation. Easily the hardest piece of video on the web in the world. Now Susan Boyle is one of the most recognizable faces in the world. Go from the complete anonymity into global superstar. She grew up in a large, struggling family and faced challenges in school due to learning difficulties, which were initially misdiagnosed as brain damage. I had a slight disability and a lady at school who used to stuff out cigarettes in me. Her journey to stardom was not without its bumps either. She was diagnosed with Asperger's syndrome, and she suffered from a very public meltdown at an airport. Despite the challenges she faced, her story is an inspiring example of how dreams can come true. Join us as we explore the remarkable life and achievements of Susan Boyle. Struggles in early life. Born on April 1, 1961 in Blackburn, a small town in West Lothian, Scotland, Susan was the youngest of 10 children in the Boyle family. Her parents, Patrick Boyle and Bridget Boyle O'Rourke, were Irish immigrants who had settled in Scotland seeking better opportunities. Susan's father, Patrick, worked as a miner in the local coal mines and was a veteran of World War II. He was a tough but caring figure in Susan's life. Her mother, Bridget, worked as a shorthand typist and was the anchor of the family. Susan's childhood was further marked by economic hardship. The Boyle family often struggled to make ends meet, and the family's financial situation was a constant concern. Susan's parents worked hard to provide for their large family, but times were tough. The family's financial struggles meant that they had to make do with very little, and Susan often went without some of the things that other children took for granted. One of the major challenges Susan faced was bullying at school. She attended the local primary and secondary schools in Blackburn. During her school years, Susan was subjected to relentless teasing and name-calling by her classmates. Her learning difficulties made her an easy target. She was often ridiculed and called names like Susie Simple, which contributed to her low self-esteem. The bullying was not limited to her peers. Even some teachers contributed to her struggles, further isolating her and making her school experience extremely painful. Susan's learning difficulties were a result of a condition caused by oxygen deprivation at birth, a complication that occurred during her delivery. This condition led to her being misdiagnosed with brain damage when she was a child. The misdiagnosis was made because her learning difficulties were not well understood at the time. She was labeled as having brain damage, which was a mischaracterization of her actual condition. This incorrect diagnosis further compounded her struggles as it added to the stigma and made her feel even more different from her peers. It wasn't until she was an adult that Susan was properly diagnosed with Asperger's syndrome, a condition on the autism spectrum that affects social interaction and communication skills. In 2013, Susan publicly revealed her diagnosis, which was a significant moment in her life. Asperger's syndrome is often misunderstood, and Susan's experience with it brought attention to the challenges faced by those on the autism spectrum. The correct diagnosis helped to explain some of her past difficulties and provided a clearer understanding of her experiences. Musical journey amidst personal loss. From a young age, Susan showed a keen interest in music. Her father, who loved to sing, was a significant influence on her. He often performed at local events, and his passion for music inspired Susan. Despite the challenges of her childhood, including learning difficulties caused by oxygen deprivation at birth, Susan's love for singing remained a constant source of comfort. As she grew older, Susan continued to pursue her passion for music. In the late 1980s, she began performing in local clubs and venues around West Lothian. She would often sing at church events and charity functions, slowly building a reputation in her community. Her performances were well received, and she started to record demo tapes in hopes of securing a recording contract. However, her journey was not without setbacks. Susan faced numerous rejections from record companies, which was disheartening. Despite these challenges, she did not give up on her dream. Her resilience and dedication to her craft were evident, and she continued to perform whenever she could. The first significant personal loss came with the death of her father. Patrick Boyle passed away on February 10, 1993. Susan was deeply affected by his passing, as he was a source of emotional support and encouragement for her throughout her childhood. His death was a heavy blow, and Susan found herself grappling with grief and the impact it had on her life and aspirations. In the years following her father's death, Susan faced another devastating blow with the loss of her sister, Kathleen Boyle. Kathleen, who was known as a loving and supportive sibling, passed away on March 19, 1997. Her death was a double tragedy for Susan, as she not only had to cope with the emotional fallout from her father's death, but now had to endure the pain of losing a beloved sister. Kathleen's passing left a void in Susan's life and contributed to her withdrawal from public activities and her struggles with mental health. Susan's dedication to her family, especially her mother, was a driving force in her life. Bridget Boyle. Susan's mother had been a strong supporter of her musical aspirations. However, Susan's life took another emotional hit with Bridget's death on September 2, 2007. Losing her mother was a profound loss for Susan, who had relied on her mother's encouragement and support throughout her life. By 2008, Susan was ready to take a leap of faith. She had been performing in local venues and recording demo tapes for years, and she felt it was time to take a more significant step. Her journey was about to take a dramatic turn, but before that, she had already established a foundation of experience and resilience that would serve her well in the coming years. Britain's Got Talent. Susan Boyle's journey into the limelight began in a way that few people could ever imagine. It all started on April 11, 2009, when Susan Boyle stepped onto the stage of Britain's Got Talent, a popular British television talent show. At that time, Susan was a charity worker from Blackburn, a small town in West Lothian, Scotland. She was 48 years old and lived alone with her beloved cat, Pebbles. Susan had not performed publicly for 2 years and was feeling nervous about her audition. Susan's audition was memorable for several reasons. When she walked onto the stage, the audience and judges were skeptical. Susan had a quiet, shy demeanor and was dressed in a modest outfit, which led some people in the audience to snigger, but Susan was undeterred by their reactions. She had come to the show with a dream and a powerful voice that would soon captivate everyone. The judges for that season included Simon Cowell, Amanda Holden, and Piers Morgan. Each of them had a significant role in shaping the outcome of the competition. Susan's audition began with her singing I Dreamed a Dream from the musical Les Miserables. This song is known for its emotional depth and vocal demands, and Susan delivered it with remarkable skill. Her performance was stunningly emotional and technically perfect, and it quickly won over the judges and the audience. Simon Cowell, known for his tough critiques, was visibly impressed. He had seen Susan perform at a preliminary audition before the live show, and he had been raving about her for weeks. When Susan began singing, it was clear why he had been so enthusiastic. Her voice was powerful, clear, and moving. The transformation in the room was palpable as the audience's initial skepticism gave way to awe. Susan's pitch-perfect notes and emotional delivery were enough to leave everyone in the room in complete silence. Amanda Holden. One of the judges described Susan's performance as one of the best voices she had ever heard on stage. Amanda praised Susan's confidence, noting that she walked onto the stage with the poise of someone who knew she had a special talent. Holden's words were echoed by Simon Cowell and Piers Morgan. Simon said that even if Susan had been the only act that day, the show would have still been complete because of her extraordinary performance. The judges agreed that Susan Boyle was a star in the making. Susan's audition quickly became a viral sensation. The video of her performance on YouTube amassed over 233 million views, making it one of the most watched videos at the time. The overwhelming response from the public was a clear indication of how much people were moved by her talent. Susan Boyle's rise to fame was swift and dramatic, and it caught the attention of people around the world. Susan's journey on Britain's Got Talent did not end with her audition. She continued to impress the judges and the audience throughout the competition. Although she did not win the show, her performances were consistently strong, and she became a fan favorite. Her time on the show was marked by a series of emotional moments and vocal performances that highlighted her talent and resilience. Immediate success. Afterwards, when Susan's audition aired, it quickly became a global sensation. The performance was broadcast across the world, and Susan Boyle was thrust into the limelight almost overnight. Her voice had touched something deep within people, and they were eager to learn more about this extraordinary woman. The immediate success of her audition led to a whirlwind of media attention. Susan was featured on morning shows across the United States, including a notable interview with Oprah Winfrey, which further cemented her rising fame. In December 2009, she was awarded the Scot of the Year at the Glenfiddich Spirit of Scotland Awards. This award recognized her significant contribution to Scottish culture and her exceptional achievements in the field of music. The success of her debut album also led to other honors, including nominations and awards in various countries. For instance, she won the World Music Award for Best-Selling Artist in the United Kingdom and received the Gold Disc Award for Top International Artist in Japan. Her achievements continued to grow. By 2011, Susan Boyle's rise was unstoppable. Her fame and success continued to soar, leading to further nominations and awards. She was nominated for several Grammy Awards and received a Gold Disc Award in Japan. Her impressive achievements extended to the global stage as well, where she won the Golden Chinese Music Award for Most Influential International Artist in China. In 2010, Susan Boyle's name appeared on the Time magazine list of the most influential people in the world, where she was ranked 7th, a notable position that placed her above even the then President of the United States, Barack Obama. This recognition was a testament to the immense impact she had made in such a short time. Not only did Susan Boyle receive acclaim from the public, but she was also acknowledged by various prestigious institutions. The Guinness World Records recognized her for multiple achievements, including the fastest-selling album by a UK female artist and the oldest artist to reach #1 with a debut album in both the US and the UK. These records underscored the remarkable nature of her success. Her immediate success was not just about the numbers, but also about the emotional impact she had on people. Susan Boyle's story resonated with many who saw her as a symbol of hope and perseverance. Her journey from a small Scottish town to international stardom was a fairy tale come to life, and it inspired countless individuals around the world. Despite the immense pressure and fame, Susan Boyle remained grounded. Her humility and modesty were evident in her interactions with the media and her fans. She often spoke about her simple life and the challenges she had faced, which only endeared her further to the public. Her success was not just a personal triumph, but a source of inspiration for others who dreamed of achieving their own goals against the odds. Health struggles. In 2016, Susan Boyle faced a particularly difficult period when she suffered a very public meltdown at Heathrow Airport. Reports from The Telegraph indicated that Susan was in distress, leading to officers being dispatched to the scene. During this meltdown, she left a distressing voicemail for her brother Jerry. The voicemail revealed the depth of her struggle, especially given the strained relationship between Susan and Jerry. They had previously fallen out over a financial dispute, with Jerry threatening to harm himself if Susan did not provide him with a substantial sum of money. This personal conflict added another layer of stress to Susan's already challenging life. In 2022, Susan's health issues took another serious turn when she suffered a stroke. The stroke occurred the previous year and required Susan to take an extended break from her career to focus on her recovery. During this time, she kept a low profile, avoiding both music and social media. Her recovery process was arduous and required significant time and effort. She revealed through Instagram that she had spent the entire year of 2022 battling the effects of the stroke and working hard to regain her health and strength. Susan Boyle has also struggled with type 2 diabetes, which she was diagnosed with in 2014. Type 2 diabetes is a chronic condition that affects how the body processes blood sugar. Managing this condition requires careful attention to diet, exercise, and medication. Susan took significant steps to manage her diabetes, including focusing on losing weight and adopting a healthier lifestyle. She began walking more often and visiting the gym, which led to her losing nearly 30 pounds. This weight loss was an essential part of her effort to control her diabetes and improve her overall health. Despite her health struggles, Susan Boyle has remained a figure of resilience and determination. Her journey through these health challenges highlights her strength and courage. Throughout her career, she has faced not only the pressures of fame, but also the personal battles with her health that have shaped her life. Solo performances. Following her breakout performance, Susan Boyle was invited to perform on various high-profile platforms. One of her early performances was on the CBS Early Show in December 2009, where she sang "I Dreamed a Dream" once again. This appearance helped to solidify her presence in the American entertainment scene. Susan's success continued to grow as she performed for various audiences. In 2009, she was invited to sing at the Royal Variety Performance, an event attended by members of the British royal family. The Royal Variety Performance is a prestigious event held annually in the UK, where performers entertain the Queen and other members of the royal family. Susan's performance at this event was a significant milestone in her career, showcasing her talent to one of the most important audiences she could have. Throughout her career, Susan Boyle has been invited to perform at various charitable events. One notable performance was at the 2011 Nobel Peace Prize concert in Oslo, Norway. The concert is an annual event celebrating the Nobel Peace Prize laureates and their contributions to global peace. Performing at this concert placed Susan alongside other high-profile performers and highlighted her role in using her talent for good causes. In 2013, Susan Boyle achieved another milestone by performing at the Queen's Diamond Jubilee concert. This concert was held to celebrate the 60th anniversary of Queen Elizabeth II's reign. Susan performed alongside other notable artists, including Elton John and Paul McCartney, marking another high point in her career. The event took place on June 4, 2012. In London, and was a grand celebration of the Queen's long service to the United Kingdom. She has also appeared in various television specials and charity events using her platform to support important causes. In 2015, Susan performed at the BBC Children in Need charity event. This event is known for raising funds for disadvantaged children and young people in the UK. Susan's involvement in such charitable causes highlights her commitment to giving back and using her success to make a positive impact. In more recent years, Susan Boyle's performances have continued to captivate audiences. In June 2023, she made a special appearance on Britain's Got Talent for their anniversary special. During this appearance, she performed "I Dreamed a Dream," reflecting on her journey since her initial audition. Her performance was a heartfelt moment, showing how far she has come and celebrating the show that launched her career. collaboration journey, one of Susan Boyle's most significant performances was with Elaine Paige, a renowned British singer and actress known for her work in musical theatre. The duet took place at the Glamour's Prom in August 2009, where they performed I Dreamed a Dream from Les Miserables. Elaine Paige, who originated the role of Fantine in the West End production of Les Miserables, was a personal idol for Boyle. The event was a special moment for Boyle as it allowed her to sing alongside someone she greatly admired. Another memorable collaboration was with Patti LuPone, an American actress and singer celebrated for her work in musical theatre. Boyle and LuPone shared the stage in 2011 at the Royal Albert Hall in London. The performance was part of a charity gala to support the Theatre Development Fund. Patti LuPone, known for her powerful voice and commanding stage presence, joined Boyle in a rendition of Don't Cry for Me, Argentina from Evita, showcasing their combined talent and chemistry. In 2010, Susan Boyle joined Michael Bublé, a Canadian jazz and pop singer, for a special performance at the Royal Albert Hall in London. Michael Bublé, known for his smooth vocals and charming stage presence, teamed up with Boyle to perform a duet of Cry Me a River. The collaboration was well received, with both artists complementing each other's styles and delivering a memorable performance. Boyle also performed with Donny Osmond, the American singer-actor and former teen idol, in 2010. The performance took place on The Oprah Winfrey Show, where they sang a duet of This Is the Moment from the musical Jekyll and Hyde. Osmond known for his extensive career in entertainment, and Boyle delivered a powerful rendition that showcased their vocal prowess and synergy. In 2011, Susan Boyle had the opportunity to perform with Josh Groban, an American singer known for his operatic pop style. They collaborated on a special concert event in Los Angeles, where they sang You Raise Me Up. Josh Groban, who is known for his rich baritone voice and classical crossover style, complemented Boyle's powerful vocals, creating an unforgettable performance that resonated with audiences. Another notable collaboration was with David Archuleta, an American singer who gained fame as a contestant on American Idol. In 2009, Boyle and Archuleta performed together on the American Idol stage, delivering a duet of Angels by Robbie Williams. Archuleta, known for his youthful voice and emotional delivery, and Boyle, with her seasoned talent, created a heartfelt performance that highlighted their mutual respect and admiration. Susan Boyle's performance with Paul Potts, the Welsh tenor who gained fame through Britain's Got Talent, was a significant moment in her career. They performed together at a charity event in London in 2011, singing Nessun Dorma from Turandot. Potts, known for his powerful operatic voice, and Boyle, with her impressive range and emotional depth, delivered a stunning performance that showcased their combined talent. Throughout her career, Susan Boyle has participated in various other performances and collaborations. For instance, she joined numerous other artists for charity events and special concerts, such as the annual Royal Variety Performance, where she performed alongside a wide range of entertainers. Ongoing music career. After her astonishing performance of I Dreamed a Dream on Britain's Got Talent, Susan Boyle's debut album, also titled I Dreamed a Dream, was released in November 2009. The album became a massive success, breaking records and achieving remarkable sales figures. It quickly became the fastest-selling UK debut album of all time, selling over 400,000 copies in its first month alone. The success of the album was a testament to Boyle's unique talent and the emotional impact of her performance. In the years that followed, Susan Boyle's music career continued to flourish. Her second album, The Gift, was released on November 8, 2010. The album was well received and further solidified her place in the music industry. The Gift topped the charts in several countries and was celebrated for its heartfelt and powerful songs. The album's success led to Boyle receiving numerous awards and accolades, including the Scotscare Scot of the Year award in 2010. Susan Boyle's third album, Someone to Watch Over Me, was released on November 1st, 2011. This album continued her streak of success, featuring a mix of classic songs and new tracks that resonated with her growing fan base. The album was well received by critics and fans alike, and it further established Boyle as a prominent figure in the music industry. In 2013, Boyle released her fourth album, Home for Christmas. This holiday-themed album featured a collection of Christmas classics and was released just in time for the festive season. The album was praised for its warm and uplifting tracks, and it added to Boyle's growing list of successful releases. Boyle's fifth album, The Wonderful World of Christmas, was released on November 23, 2014. Like its predecessor, this album focused on Christmas music and included a mix of traditional holiday songs and new recordings. The album was well received by fans and contributed to Boyle's continued success in the music industry. Despite the challenges she faced in her personal life, including health issues and struggles with loneliness, Boyle's music career remained strong. In 2016, she released A Wonderful World, her sixth studio album. This album featured a blend of classic songs and new material, showcasing Boyle's versatility as an artist. The album was well received and continued to build on her reputation as a talented and dedicated performer. Boyle's seventh album, 10, was released on November 23, 2018. This album was a celebration of her 10 years in the music industry and featured a mix of new songs and re-recordings of some of her greatest hits. 10 was praised for its high-quality production and emotional depth, and it further cemented Boyle's status as a respected artist. In addition to her studio albums, Susan Boyle has also embarked on several tours and live performances. Her initial tour with the Britain's Got Talent finalists in 2009 was a success, allowing her to showcase her talent to audiences around the world. In 2013, she headlined her own tour, Susan Boyle, in concert, which ran until 2014. This tour was well received and allowed Boyle to connect with her fans in person. In 2020, Boyle returned to the stage for the 10 tour, celebrating her decade-long career and showcasing her continued passion for music. The tour was a testament to her enduring appeal and dedication to her craft. Throughout her career, Susan Boyle has continued to release new music and connect with her fans. Her albums have consistently topped the charts in various countries, and she has received numerous awards and nominations for her work. Boyle's success is a testament to her incredible talent and the emotional power of her music. Thanks for watching another episode. While you are still here, make sure to click the video on your screen for more quality content.